welcome to my messy closet. Today I'm about to go through and organizing it for spring. This process of going through it and reimagining how it can be organized is something I do twice a year and more is needed. And I really think it's one of the most helpful, most underrated things you can do for your style right now is to organize your closet smarter. So I'm starting today because everything is out and it is a mess and I have to put all this away anyway, so I'm going to put it away better. And I thought I would film this. So it's a loose video, a messy video. I will just do it and film it, and I'll talk when I think of something that's helpful, and then I'll just edit out all the parts in between. It's also a horizontal video, so if you're watching on Instagram, you can hit that little square. And yeah, if you don't know me, my name is Rebecca Jacobs. I'm a style educator and I help my clients to develop their style. And this is something you can do right now to set yourself up with whatever you got for the best way to get dressed with ease every day and to actually start wearing and having the style you want. So that's what I'm doing for myself. This is my before. All right, I'm just gonna do it now. So if you also let your closet get a little bit messy, I always just start with hanging everything up and putting it away. And I like to hang as much as I possibly can. That hangers are easier to see the whole piece, they're easier to put away at the end of the day. So I just try to make it easier for myself by hanging up literally everything that can be hung. Okay, I have dealt with the mess. That was step one. The only thing I haven't hung back up is this pink sweater set that I intentionally am not hanging it back up because I'm kind of done with it for the year. I'm gonna put it away for next fall, winter, and I don't want to store it hung because it's not really meant to be hung. Ideally, sweaters will be folded. Let me take you on a tour of what's going on right now, and then I'll walk through how I'm changing it. So I have two kind of really accessible things in my closet. One is this clothing rack that's gotten stuffed. That's just my pajama hook. And then I have this visible part of my closet, and then half of it is not very accessible because the door's in the way and then this dresser's in the way. In terms of my dresser, I keep underwear in this top drawer. This is all loungewear. Then I keep workout clothes and socks. And then this is my one drawer of clothes, which is all sweatshirts right now. The other two drawers are storage for non-clothing things. Okay, and we're gonna start with this clothing rack. And the first step in organizing our closet is taking whatever the most accessible part of your closet is and also making it the most wearable part of your closet. That means if you have a clothing rack like I do, if you have drawers that are at opening height, if you have part of your closet that's exposed at the front, whatever that part is that's most accessible to you, to make it the things that are easy to wear, that you're excited to wear, and that are in alignment with your lifestyle right now, the kind of things you're actually wearing. In winter, I have redone this clothing rack to basically just have a whole bunch of like ribbed loungewear on it, which was great, and I'm probably going to keep most of that on here. And then I kind of added to it. So now it also has spring jackets. It has like fun things I bought like back in the fall. I bought this dress and I added that to my clothing rack because I was excited about, and I was wearing it like just for fun at the beginning. So it's mainly loungewear, but it has a blazer, it has a whole bunch of other things thrown on. This is all the stuff I just hung up, I threw on the edge. So we're gonna go through and make it only the most wearable stuff right now. And the easiest way to start with this is by removing the things that's not. So like this dress, that even though I got it, I love it, I wear it at home from time to time, this doesn't need to be super accessible to me. So that's one of the things I'll put over here to relocate. Two more special occasion things that I don't really need to keep on here. Now that I've gone through and removed the most obvious things, I can move on to the kind of second principle I like to organize closets by, which is whatever you're looking for, let there only be one place to go for it. So right now I have some jackets, some spring jackets on here, like this one, but I also have spring jackets in that part of my closet. So I have to decide whether I want to put my jackets all here or all there. And I don't actually know yet. So for now, I'm just going to collect all of my jackets and put them in another pile off to the side. And the reason I have this principle is because then you'll wear all the jackets you have instead of just keep going to the one most accessible place they're at and only wear those jackets. And that way I can make the best jacket decision each time because I can see everything at once and pick the one I want. Also, I think it just makes a cleaner closet. It's good. Do it. I don't know if you can tell, but that really helped to empty out this, which makes me think that I don't want to keep jackets on here. Because moving on to my third principle of closet organizing is that I like everything to have breathing room. That something that's filled 100% becomes so much less usable and less enjoyable to use every day than something where there's space, where there's breathing room. So I like to fill everything to about 70% capacity. So this is drawers, this is clothing racks, this is closets. And now I do the fun task of deciding what's the thing I want to be wearing, what's the thing I'm going to be wearing this spring and summer, and then I can fill this with it. I'm going to check the rest of my closet and see if there's anything I want to bring out and add to this. I found some more stuff, but let me bring you to the other part of my closet. So of course, because I did the same thing in the fall, all my spring and summer clothes are back here in the inaccessible part of my closet. This is where dresses and skirts and shorts are. So I'm going to pull those out so I can look at everything I have together. Now this is all my spring and summer clothes. So for me, that's things like jumpsuits, dresses, all my shorts, all my skirts, all my tank tops, all my t-shirts are all here now. And that's great because now I can make decisions while looking at everything. You can do this with like a bed by pulling everything out onto your bed. If you don't have a clothing rack, I use my clothing rack. And the question I'm going to ask now is to circle back to that second principle is what's the thing that's the most wearable and what's the thing that I most want to wear? So I want to end up with everything that I keep on my clothing rack being both what's easy to wear, what I can just put on, and also what is my style. What's the thing that I actually want to wear? Because I have so many great pieces, but right now they're kind of diluted in things that like I like are a great piece sometimes, but aren't like the essence of my style. And the first thing I noticed that's like diluting this is all these dresses. I have a bunch of linen dresses that I've collected over the years. I think I have 4 of them. But I don't like to layer with them, and it's not full out heat of the summer yet. So none of these are going to be useful to me right now on my clothing rack. So I'm going to collect up all my linen dresses and dresses in general. I don't like to layer with them and move them to a different pile for now. Okay, so I moved that stuff out, and then I also grouped it for my organizing purposes. This is kind of long things, jumpsuits and dresses and a robe, skirts, shorts, t-shirts and tank tops that don't have a matching pair of pants, and then all my sets here. And in the winter or fall, the last time I reorganized my closet, I made the decision, instead of keeping all my pants together and all my tops together, to keep all my sets with each other. Because that's something I hadn't done before. I always had pants and then tops separately, but I realized I was buying and wearing things in sets. So I reorganized it for my behavior of like how I shop and wear. And a lot of the time you can find stuff like that for yourself of like, this is the categories I used to think of. Like maybe you have a section in your wardrobe that's work clothes and then casual clothes, but you realize there's a lot of stuff you actually wear for both. So think about how you actually like wear and use your wardrobe. Saying this now, there's one other thing that probably makes sense to bring out, which is that my pants that I'm still wearing that still fit. I have actually moved everything I will be wearing this spring into my line of sight so I can make decisions about it. I need to decide two things: everything I want to keep, and then if I keep it, where it goes. So this is an optimal time to be like, if there's a whole bunch of clothes I love at a level 8 and above, and then some pieces that are like a 4, maybe these are pieces that I no longer need in my closet. So that's kind of what I'm going to go through now, is kind of look at everything individually and see which ones stand out is not something that I'm excited to wear and like would wear today if the weather was right. So I didn't get a lot of things that I don't like anymore, but I did get 2. This black skirt and this dress. I still really like this dress, but I've worn it so much more than this other stuff on here. So I want to keep this, but I just know that it doesn't need to be in like my highly accessible part. So that's what I learned so far. As I'm looking at this now, and I have a bit of an advantage because I have 2 really accessible parts. I also have my closet we haven't talked about yet. But as I'm looking at this now, I'm realizing that everything is either a separate or a set. So it probably makes sense for me, since that's how I bought clothes and how I tend to wear clothes, is to divide it that way. So to have things that are sets on my clothing rack, so things like a jumpsuit is a set to me. It's a one thing. And then my sets that I have a bunch of these ribbed pieces that they each have like a matching colored top, but also I often wear them interchangeably. But these kind of groups of sets of things that I wear together interchangeably, to have those and the jumpsuits and wearable dresses on my clothing rack, and then to have my separates in the accessible part of my closet. So that's my strategy of what I'm gonna do. Which means now we have to look at my closet. I've pulled out all the summer stuff that was behind here. That's where all the dresses and skirts and stuff were. So it's basically empty where you can't see it now. The things that aren't empty is my suits, which have not been wearing in pandemic times. Is my suits, which I'll just move out for now. My suits, and then I have a couple odd pieces, which I'll move out to until I find their home. A pair of winter pants that I don't love anymore. I'm probably going to downsize them now. Jeans that absolutely do not fit right now, but they are my favorite pair. And another suit. Wasn't lying when I said it got really unorganized, which is why I'm doing this. And now I'm left with the hardest section in my closet right now, and you might be the same, which is a series of clothes that fit, I can get them on, but they're uncomfortable. So I don't know where I'm at. I don't have any white or light wash jeans besides these ones. So I don't know if I'm gonna wanna wear light wash jeans so bad that I'll wear them, or if I truly am not gonna wear any of these unless I change sizes in the future. And I don't have like the perfect answer for this. I think it's a challenge because we're in kind of a unprecedented time, if you will. So I don't know for me, and I don't know for you, if you've pretty consistently been one size before the pandemic and now you're a different size, if when our life changes again, as it likely will in the upcoming years, if it's more likely that you'll stay your new size or return to a different size. I don't know that for you, and I don't know it for me. So I haven't really known what to do with this. So the first thing I did was only keep the stuff that doesn't fit that I absolutely adore. So for me, it was these 6 pairs of jeans. I love them. They're timeless. I would wear them if they fit. You know what? Okay. This pair is actually a pair that fits right now, but I don't really like. So I'm gonna put this somewhere to deal with later too. Okay, so this is my section of jeans. And where I'm falling on this is that it doesn't need to be in the accessible part, but I'm gonna keep it for now. It doesn't need to be in the accessible part because if I feel like I want to wear a pair of light wash jeans so badly, I can go back and get them. I don't need to see something that is uncomfortable every day, that doesn't feel super wearable every day. So I'm going to take these jeans out for now, and they'll probably go back here. Okay, it's actually fully empty in there now. So now I can decide what I want to put in the least accessible place. In other words, the things that are fully winter clothes and things that are fully not normal things. So where should I start with? Also, what might be helpful, I have this pile of miscellaneous things, but this entire pile is things I know are not wearable right now and don't need to be in the accessible part. I have a completely empty closet. I have a few things I pull off my clothing rack that I haven't looked at what to do with yet. And then I have all my spring and summer clothes right here right now. And then I have this pile of jeans that do not fit. So something that makes a really big difference is hanging things securely. So that way when you're like reaching to the back of your closet, you're also not like knocking 5 things off the hanger on the way. So like with pants, if you do them up, they're not going to fall off as easily. With like dresses and stuff, to just make sure they're like in the nook or just fully on the hanger, maybe do the zipper up all the way. That will make it a lot easier on yourself. Okay, now for me, this might not be relatable. I sometimes get stuck with stuff like this that are like ridiculous, kind of special occasion things, but also they're not uncomfortable. So why can't I wear this to drink a beer in a park? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this out for now. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I've categorized everything again. This is still empty back here. I have all my suits here, all my everyday summer dresses that I will wear when it's hot, but I won't layer with, so I won't wear now. And then all my like special occasion things I'd wear at a wedding stuff here. So I can start to put these ones at the very back because probably not gonna wear them this year. And then I'll put my suits in front of it. But I'm gonna leave out this one blazer because I do layer with it sometimes. So I'm gonna leave that one kind of at the front of this section. And then because of these dresses, I'll have to do a little rejig when it comes to summer, but I'm also gonna put these towards the back for now too. Now this also might be the time that you go through your winter clothes and are like, did I not wear that all winter? Maybe instead of putting it away, I just get rid of it, but I don't know, to you. Did I mention I'm also going to put all the jeans that are technically fit but uncomfortable back there as well? Because I am. And if I do get inspired to try them again, I'll remember where they are. It's not like I'll fret about them because I have truly a single pair of jeans outside of these. Okay, not bad. I have all of that in the least accessible part of my wardrobe. And that leaves me to just lay out the 2 real accessible parts in the way that feels the best. And this is where we're at. Pile of spring jackets here. And then on my clothing rack, I have the groupings of various separates as well as my sets. And I'm gonna keep my sets there and move my separates into here, but keep them organized. So I'm gonna start with the jackets at the front because they're what I'm wearing the most right now. So this is what I brought over to put in. My skirts. So I don't really wear these unless it's quite warm, so I think I'll put these the farthest back. Same with shorts, putting those back. And then the other thing I brought over is this, which is technically a set, shorts under here. And I really only wear these two things with each other. So it's kind of like a dress or a jumpsuit type thing. But I only wear this one super hot. So I'm going to put all of this stuff here so that I don't have to pull my whole wardrobe to get it in a few months, but that it's not in the visible part. Now I'm adding my top separates, including this ridiculous one. And usually I like to kind of go light to dark in each section. So I'll go light to dark in jackets, then light to dark in tops. So that's what you'll see me color coordinating here. So I pulled out this jacket, this vintage red suede jacket, because I am always worried about this jacket. I always think it's gonna rub off this red on the pieces next to it in the closet. So I'm just gonna not worry about it and just move it to its own hook on the back of the door and then move the pajamas on there somewhere else. And lastly, I'm moving in my pant separates. And this is done. When I talk about things being at like 70% capacity, you might even think of it at like 20% capacity of when it's completely jammed in. But this is what I want. I want each piece, I don't want any pieces to like be trapped in between pieces so I can't see them. I just want everything to be able to flip through it, to see it, to pull it out without it getting caught on anything. That's what I like, because I really value that ease and that like not having a finicky struggle in the morning. So if I had too many to fit in my space, I would get rid of some stuff or move it to storage. Now let's go back to the clothing rack. You guys, we're done. And this is how this looks. All nicely color coordinated. You can tell that this is like the playful part of my closet. A lot more colors than what you saw in there. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll run you through one more time where everything ended up. So here we have my clothing rack of sets. I can just grab one hanger. It'll have top, matching pants on it, or it'll be a jumpsuit. We moved this dangerous red coat over here. And then back where it's really hard to reach, we have formal wear, followed by suits, followed by jeans that are too tight and uncomfortable. Then some are dresses and some are shorts, which right now I don't need, but will move forward. They'll probably take the spot of this eventually. And then I have my separates on the bottom, which is 3 pairs of pants, my separate tops in the middle, and my spring jackets. We didn't touch this drawer, but I'm really happy with this just being where I go to get a sweatshirt or a sweatpant. And here's my pile on the floor of what's remaining. Let's go through it. Okay, and here's my floor pile of what I'm getting rid of permanently. This pair of jeans. It was the only jeans that fit me in my quarantine size, but I got a new pair of jeans. So if I have one pair I like better than this, I don't need to keep it. It's not my only jean option. This is a sweater pant. I loved this for many winters, but I bought ones that are wool and cashmere blend, and I didn't wear this one that's acrylic anymore. This leather jacket, love it, thought I'd wear it forever, became far too small on me now, and because I bought a replacement jacket, I'm not going to keep it for just in case it fits again. Jean jacket, don't love it as much as my other jackets. I've had it since I was 17, but I think I'm finally going to get rid of it. And then these two, which are pieces I've had for a while, and I think I'm going to see what my closet's like without them. I like them. I have no problems with them. I just know I like a lot of other stuff better, so I don't need them. Lastly was this, which is moving into storage along with my other woolen cashmere set, which is in the laundry right now. And I'm gonna put these away somewhere that's not in my accessible closet where they can be folded. Okay, and she's done. Thank you so much for watching. I said it would take 20 minutes, It takes a lot longer when I explain every step, is what I found out today. Thank you for watching, even though I know the audio wasn't the greatest. It was my only option today, so it was that or nothing. I've been sniffling the whole time with my allergies, so I'm really appreciative you put up with that. And I hope you got some payoff. I hope it was really helpful. I hope you're inspired and you have the principles to organize your closet this spring in a way that's going to give you the style you want and make getting dressed easier, more seamless every morning. And hopefully bring some play into your closet, that if you have something fun, put it out where you can see it, and then maybe you'll even wear it. Okay, if you have any questions or if this was helpful, please leave a comment. And yeah, talk to you soon.